Alright, so one move that many people don't like is Godbreaker, and there's the reasons to not like it. It's a counter move for one. It's more annoying. I wouldn't say more annoying than the Naruto Storm counters, but still fucking annoying. There's counters like it. Like it's kind of like a Burst Rush, except with Burst Rush, it's like more predictable, and you can kind of like perfect block and block the hits before they really do anything to you. Change the future, it just does it to key moves, which is it's pretty avoidable, to be honest. Pressure sign it requires good timing, but if you can pull it off, sometimes they'll still be able to turn around and move out the way or perfect block it or use another counter to counter your counter. There's many counters in the game, but Godbreaker is sort of different. Like back when Xenoverse first started, Godbreaker was really broken. You couldn't get out of it at all. I don't think you could evasive out of it either. I think that's how it was, but I can't remember correctly because I was a fucking scrub back then. So, but Godbreaker, I wouldn't necessarily call it broken. It is annoying, but not necessarily broken. Simply because whenever you do use it, it takes away some keys. So there's a penalty for using it. Well, there's a penalty for triggering it, not using it. You can use it to bait someone to try to come into you or stay away from you, but the way it is if you use the move and if someone doesn't trigger it, it doesn't take away key, but when someone does trigger it, it does take away key. So I can see how it can be called broken in that regard. It does like a bunch of damage if you have a decent amount of key. You need an evasive to evade out of it. And if you don't like catch it in time, or like if you didn't watch my how to counter Godbreaker video, watch that and you'll see what I'm talking about. But there's ways to avoid it and there's ways to get out of it. It's just very, very fucking hard to deal with. But in a sense, Godbreaker can be called broken to basic attackers. And what I mean to that is basic attackers are gonna constantly be in your face. And that strikers can say this too. They're making physical contact with you. It counters strike and basic moves. So in that regard, if you have to punch someone and someone's constantly doing Godbreaker, that shit will be annoying. And even if you know how to counter it, that shit's still gonna be annoying to deal with. So yes, I guess in a sense it can be broken concerning the strikers and basic attackers. But if you're a Ki Blaster, if you're a Ki Blaster and you're going against a person who's spamming Godbreaker, if you're not a bait, like if they were to fight a basic attacker, they would constantly do Godbreaker, and that basic attacker or striker would sort of struggle, even if they do know what they're doing, because they have to hit the opponent. But with Ki Blasters, you see, you don't have to hit them physically in order to do damage. You can do it with a combo, or you could do it for many purposes as a Ki Blaster, even if you have zero basic as a Ki Blaster. But it could still be annoying, but it's not as annoying when you're fighting a Ki Blaster, and if you're a Ki Blaster and they're spamming Godbreaker, because you don't have to hit them. It's your option to use a Ki Blaster, so you get to shoot the hell out of Ki Blast. So once you hit them with a Ki Blast, their Godbreaker doesn't counter that, so they'll take damage and they'll be wide open. Granted, they can't cancel it. Most Godbreaker spammers do not know how to cancel it, and they just like hold it forever, or they don't hold it at all. They just press it. So in that sense, if you see somebody just repeatedly doing Godbreaker and you're a Ki Blaster, just hit their ass with a key move and they'll take damage, and they're gonna keep trying it because they're gonna keep thinking like bait them, like move up to them and dash towards them like you're gonna hit them, and then they're gonna do Godbreaker and just hit their ass with a quick key move, and they'll take damage, and that's free damage for you. So that's my opinion on it to strikers and basic attackers. If you're spamming Godbreaker on them, yes, I can see them calling it broken. But if you're spamming Godbreaker on a Ki Blaster, they can't really complain because like they don't have to hit. So it's really their option for it to affect them. But granted, some people play different. Even strikers and basic attackers don't necessarily have to hit you if they want for some odd reason. But that's my opinion on Godbreaker. I use the move myself, but I use it in a controlled manner in a sense. I don't really necessarily spam it. When I first started using my Kingdom Mekin, I used the shit out of it, I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't stop using it, but I don't use it as much. But there's still easy ways to punish it, and even if for some odd reason, I do like could start spamming it for some reason, and somebody's punishing it. That's gonna fuck me up, because there's ways to get around it, and they're gonna get around it by getting around me, and in the end I'm gonna keep losing if I try that shit. So I'm smart enough to not try that shit, because I know how to counter the God Breaker, and I know when people know how to counter it, because they try to bait me to use it. So you just got to be a smart fighter and just avoid spamming it in general. But that's my video for today, and thanks for watching.